On Saturday, New Zealand have their first ever whirlpool meeting. To say we're excited for it might be a little bit of an understatement. They have 3 feature races on the card. The first we're having a look at is the 2-year-old Karaka Millions, where there is a great field to dissect. Leading the charge is To Bravery Born. Lightly raced, but not to be dismissed or underestimated. She is 2 from 2 and is an absolute weapon. She deserves her place at the top of the market at $3.30. At $4.60 you have Too Sweet. La Dorada is in that third line of betting at $6 as we move on down to $8.50 for Sierra Leone and $9.50 or more the rest. Now on the second page there are some more chances, but before we have a look at that, let's have a look at why To Bravery Born is the favourite. This is such an impressive win. You can see her here right on the corner at the back in those orange silks with the orange cap. The way she hits the line is beyond impressive.
Born is starting to descend on the scene, battling away Miss Ziggy. She's no good thing, Taylor the Gypsy, because To Bravery Born strode to the lead here, battling on also Daylight Robbery, as well as Miss Ziggy, and out wide Dare to Proceed, but down towards the post goes To Bravery Born. To Bravery Born has won it. Then there's a line.
That run deserves all the credit in the world. To come from last to first and to take the longest trip home going right around the field shows so much tenacity, and that's the type of thing you want going into the feature on the weekend. Speaking of tenacity though, there is a runner at slightly larger odds who I think shows plenty of that. That is Abacus at $19. Now the reason I'd really like to highlight this filly is, despite she has an awkward draw at the weekend of barrier 12, if anyone has the guts to overcome it, it is this girl. She's here in the blue and white and she just does not give up as she hits the line.
To Capital down the outside, Intention, and right there Abacus, the 4 of them. Here's Intention over top. Intention ranged up with Abacus, fighting on to Capital. Abacus, Intention to Capital underneath and giving plenty on the inside. She's fighting all sorts to Capital. She's just in front, and I reckon To Capital will not be denied and will win the Ellerslie in a head bubble with Abacus, and Intention was third.
She showed so much fight in the finish there, and that's what you want with a horse who is competing at top class level. In this company, she is going to need it. She's a little bit more exposed than the rest of the field, only by maybe an extra run under her belt, but I think she rates really nicely. She's had just the 4 career starts, 1 win and 3 placings. She's really hard to fault, and I actually can't believe she is paying double-figure odds. Unbeaten though is To Bravery Born. You really cannot go past the favourite. She absolutely demands respect, and I think he's going to be there in the finish, as the market suggests. But a sneaky is the filly in Abacus. Awkward draw, but with that form, you cannot doubt her. It is going to be a thriller race, and make sure you tune in across the Sky Racing Network. On Saturday, New Zealand have their first ever whirlpool meeting. And to say we're excited to be betting with the world is a little bit of an understatement. They have 3 feature races, one of them being the Karaka Millions 3-year-olds, and it is an exciting field. One where you can make a case for quite a few runners. As you can see, it is $4 the field. Well-deserved favourite is Damask Rose. 20 cents further out is Bourbon Proof. At $6.50 you have Yaldi. Tuxedo is at $7.50, joint with Dealt With, and it's $9 or more the rest. We'll have a look at some slightly larger odds in a minute, but the first horse I want to have a look at is $7.50 pop Tuxedo. And you're about to see why. The grit that this horse shows through the line finding an extra length is what I really enjoyed about the performance. He's here in the black and white silks, and although he didn't win, watch him through the line.
After them, out wide, Windrush is running on as well. Will he do it? Ranged up to Tuxedo, the inside class, but will he do it? Yep, you better believe he'll do it. Look at him go. Will he do it? Goes back to back here at Ellerslie. Oh, that's a win.
He just went whooshka through the line there. It's like once the winner had sort of gone past him, it ignited a fire within him. And I think that's really exciting leading into Saturday's race. Now, another runner I think I can make a case for, and you're going to have to hear me out on this one, because it is a horse at $41. It is Retro Star. And the replay I'm about to show you isn't super impressive. It's over the 2100 metres, it is a listed event, and this horse is in the red and black silks and looks really promising, but ends up fading.
250 to go, Class wobbling around a bit, coming after it, Golden Century. Master Morgan's loomed up out wide, coming with them also Case Miro down the outside. It's now Golden Century over on the inside for Master Morgan, coming into it late, Case Miro. Wider out we've got Harkonnen as well. Great battle here in the Ginger Nut Salva, they go to the line. Mustang Morgan in a photo with Golden Century, Case Miro.
Okay, I know that was not an impressive performance, and I know you're going to be thinking, Kierstan, what on earth are you showing me right now? But hear me out. The reason that I wanted to use this as a really prominent key thing going into the weekend is the fact it was over the 2100 metres. Now, my theory for this runner is that it's had the 4 career starts, 1, 2, and then stepped up in distance on 2 more occasions where it's been disappointing. However, stepping back from the 2100 metres to the 1600 metres might be a stroke of genius because it is going to have stacks of fitness over its rivals. It might give it the edge where maybe it might lack the talent. I think at $41, it could be worth having a look at. From a very talented stable of Andrew Forsman, you have a really strong jockey in the form of Rory Hutchings in the saddle. He was apprenticed to Chris Waller. He rides regularly over here in Sydney and he is super talented. But hard to go past Tuxedo. And around odds of $7.50, I'm also very keen on this runner. So potentially a little bit of value there for the 3-year-olds. I think that just goes to show how much talent is in this field. You can make a case for multiple runners, and I cannot wait to see how it pans out. New Zealand have their first ever whirlpool meeting on Saturday, and we are more than excited to be betting with the world. They have 3 feature racing, and they have left the best till last. Race 6 is the Piece de Resistance. It is the Group 1 Sistema Railway. And to say we're excited for it is just such an understatement. At $3, Alabama Lass is the favourite in this Group 1. $5 is Crosetti. Luberon is at $7.50. We then jump out to $8.50 where Babylon Berlin sits. At $9 we have Captured by Love. And then we jump out to $11 or more the rest. But I'm about to show you why Alabama Lass deserves to be the $3 favourite into this Group 1 at the weekend. This girl is just an absolute tank. She's right here at the front in those blue and white silks with the pink accents, and she is just so brave in defeat.
Rosiah brought to the outside, Captured by Love, picking up ground. Alabama Lass the leader. Canelo wide out, getting shot out of it. Kitty Flash, Captured by Love coming after Alabama Lass. Love Poem on the outside. Alabama Lass, she's getting tired, but she's holding from Captured by Love and Love Poem. Captured by Love's now gone to the lead at the 100 from Alabama Lass and moving out, but it's going to be Tiako again. Captured by Love wins the 1,000 guineas from...
Now, Alabama Lass may have placed second here, but that is only one of 2 occasions in her entire career where she has placed second. She's had 6 career starts and has won the other 4, so she rates really highly going into Saturday's race. Another runner who I think could be hard to fault is Babylon Berlin at $8.50. Now, the reason for this is that Babylon Berlin absolutely loves the 1200 metres. In fact, throughout her career, she's won over it on 8 occasions. Here she is on the rails in those red and white checks.
Berlin the leader. Bonnie Lass a length and a half away. 2 lengths away. Crescetti starting to wind up now. Out wide, G. Butterfield's going a cheeky race. It's Babylon Berlin though. At the 150, she's 2 clear from Crescetti coming after her. And behind them, White is storming home. Babylon Berlin. White is charging from back in the field, but Babylon Berlin won it. G. White has stormed at her late to finish second. Then came Crescetti.
Now, the reason I really like that replay is because I think there might be a similar run in transit on Saturday. She draws absolutely perfectly, has no weight on her back with 54 kilos, and I think a sneaky run up the rails might see her pip it. At odds of $8.50, I am more than happy to find out. But if you want to go for a horse who you know is ultra consistent, is always going to turn up on the day, then Alabama Lass is the runner for you. Yes, you get shorter odds, but you know what you're getting for those odds. Either way, whoever you decide to go with, make sure you tune in on the Sky Racing Network.